Welcome back, everybody. My name is Beyond Sadistic, and with me today is Ivan. We are the MTGPL, and this is our Invitational.
That's right.
Ivan, how you doing today?
Hey, man, I'm doing fantastic. I was sitting there watching the round one there, and it was a blast. So, hey, everybody, welcome to round two.
Yeah.
I hope you're ready to see some more Legacy, and I hope you're hyped, man.
Oh, I am super excited. I know that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what we got going on in round two. It sounds like Stream was able to choose, and our feature match for round two is going to be 12 Post versus Aluren.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems like that was the popular vote here. Yeah, thanks, everybody.
Yeah, definitely. How do you feel how this matchup's really going to go here?
Oh, to be honest with you, I haven't actually seen a lot of this matchup, and so this is all going to be really crazy cool for me and really interesting. I mean, obviously we have the 12 post deck is very prison oriented, right? So it's going to want to try and lock down everything and not let Charbel do their game plan, which is to combo out with Aluren and to use these creatures as value engines and things like that. So I mean, I guess you could say it's the classic prison versus combo matchup in a sense, right?
Right. I think what Aluren has going for it is the fact that it can kill through combat damage, but I
Yes.
really don't think it's going to be wanting to do that. The Earl may come into effect here with the life gain to be able to sustain him, because 12 Post has got its own threats as well. Stonequill Serpent is a house of a
Yeah.
card.
Yes, it absolutely is.
And there's quite a few creatures here in the Aluren list that are multicolored, so that means that's not going to come into effect.
Right.
And what is
the Baleful Strix, the Cavern Harpy, all of that. Yeah.
Burrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's favorite.
Right. And then other than the Veteran Explorer, which I really don't think he's going to want. Yeah, actually, there's one waste in the 12 post deck, so Veteran Explorer would be a good target to chump block with that.
Oh yeah. Veteran
Just because
always, most of the time, good idea, right? I mean, with these therapies, assuming they don't get shut off here, right, by a quick chalice.
Right. Yeah, a chalice. If Malfi's on the play and a chalice immediately, that pretty much shuts Aluren down.
Oh yeah, that's devastating. It shuts off the Cabal therapies. It shuts off the Brainstorm.
Ponder.
Yeah, just the whole nine.
Yeah, all of it, and even the Veteran Explorers. All of it.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be a pretty interesting matchup. I completely agree. This is going to be your combo versus your prison matchup. I think ultimately, because if it goes toe to toe, I think the 12 post deck's going to win on that side of creatures, especially with Ulamog. And I mean, it's just got a huge board presence that it's able to put down very quickly and ramp.
Yeah, but I mean, let's see. I mean, if Charbel can get these like abrupt decays, that could completely switch the match around as well. I mean, that blows up Chalice no problem. So
yeah, and his removal in form of Pernicious Deed is going to play less of a role here. I mean, granted, it gets his Walking Ballista, and his actual permanents are higher casting costs with Ugin, and both Ugins are 6 drops. So it should be really interesting. And he is only on one Pernicious Deed,
right, certainly
in the main deck.
Yeah, I mean, right. Well, it looks like we're about ready to get kicked off here. So
awesome.
Whenever our players are ready, yeah, let's see what they bring to the table here.
Definitely.
How this pans out. Just looking at this, these die here on top of Malfi's hand there. It's interesting.
Right.
Okay, so it looks like we're leading in with the Cloud Post. Good stuff.
Yeah.
What you want to see
every time. Right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to have a polluted delta. So if you're Aluren with Charbel, you're really going to want to go as fast as you can to get a good start here.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. You know, Aluren being one of these slower combo decks in general, you know, that's got to be scary, right?
Right. I mean, it can be quick, especially if you're able to ramp yourself with the Veteran Explorer.
Hmm.
That's what I think I'd really be hoping for right about now.
Yeah. Trying to, you know, make sure you have the mana to even specifically pay certain taxes, right? Like you got to worry about things like this, the main deck Sphere of Resistance, things like that. All right, so
Right.
we do have ball therapy in the blind here. What do you think you'd be naming here?
Um, I I think I would be naming Chalice.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
think
that hurts me the most.
yeah, Chalice and Sphere of Resistance, I would say.
Sure, and he does name Chalice.
Okay, and we hit a Chalice
Yep,
stuff.
and it looks
Garble
like he's
breaking
got it.
out the paper here. Classic.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a Grim Monolith. That other is a Sphere of Resistance, isn't it? And then he's got a Crocus and another and a Glimmer Post.
Yes, that's what it looked like to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Prez. It looks like that's not happening, at least not this turn, right? We are seeing a Sphere, right? And so that's going to be absolutely devastating against this Aluren deck.
Yeah.
Unless, like I said, can pull something like the main deck Abrupt Decay. So
Right.
we'll see.
It would have been. I think he probably would have been much happier had that not been in that hand.
Sure.
Because there's a Ponder for 2. That just feels horrible to pay 2 for a Ponder right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst value in the world, but hey, it's no untaxed Ponder, right?
Yeah, definitely. It looks like he's going to shuffle it too. Clearly didn't get what he wanted out of it there.
So what is it do you think Charbel's looking for right now? Do you think he's looking for the Abrupt Decay I was speaking of, or maybe just more lands, or
I would
just
think
combo?
I would think now that Sphere Resistance is on the table, I don't think he's going for he's not going to be going for a Veteran Explorer. Because
Right.
Cabal Therapy is not really going to get him much. Granted, he gets to ramp, but outside of that, I think he would be looking for an Abrupt Decay because that's just what he needs to get that Sphere off the table.
Absolutely.
And right now, Malfi's in a position where he's already about to go to town.
Right. This mana from Malfi over here is just ramping up and up and up. You know, it's not long till we'll see something like an Ugin come down.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, actually, one more turn, and it's very possible.
Yeah.
Depending on which Ugin it is. Yeah, Charbel could very well be in a really poor position right now. And having 2 main deck hate pieces like that on Malfi's side, that's huge.
Yeah, it's super huge. Yeah, all of these players, these competitors that came in today, you know, they really, really have honed their decks, and you know, congratulations to all of them for getting here today and just bringing the heat, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This is something that's been going for quite a long time. I mean, these guys have been working towards this for the past 3 months, the last quarter, basically, building
Yeah.
up to this through all of the Tuesday Legacy Fight Nights, for all the weekly challenges, for the league events, for everything has all come together to make this happen for these players. They've put in the time, they've put in the effort. These are decks that we've seen them play multiple times. This isn't just what's the best deck this weekend. This was a what am I comfortable with? So,
Hey,
Yang, man.
yeah, thanks so much. I
Yeah,
appreciate you
thank you.
coming out here.
Thank you for the follow. Thanks for hanging out with us today.
Oh yeah, we all decided to put on pants and everything. So hey, thanks for showing up.
We're a little bit better dressed than our normal Saturday weekly challenges.
Yeah, sure. Oh yeah. Hey
So
Doc, good to see you.
here's his staff of domination coming down.
Oh wow, classic Staff of Domination.
Yeah,
Basically does everything, right?
yeah,
Draws you cards, taps things down, untaps itself. It
right. Machuga, thank you so much for the follow.
Yeah, thank you.
Looks like he's reading the card to Charbel, I'm assuming.
I
Unless
mean,
he's
there's
just
a lot of
admiring
ability
how
on there. Maybe just reading it to himself, right? I mean,
that could be. What can I do with this?
Yeah, I can do just about anything I want with this. So
Right. Yeah, he was actually reading it to him. The table spotter confirmed.
thank you very much.
Yeah, that staff does resolve, so that's going to be, and that's another thing too. There are force of wills on Charbel's side, so he
Yeah,
does have some permission. He
right.
can be a little selective here.
Yeah, we're always gonna have to be conscious of that.
Right. And Malfi's got an ancient tomb, so this puts him in big mana spot with his Grim Monolith untapped. And he is going to untap.
Yeah, just getting tons of value off this Staff of Domination already. Just drawing up the cards every turn.
And that's,
I'm sure our old school friends on here know all about that with JM Day Tomes and whatnot. So shout outs to y'all too.
Absolutely. JM Day Tome is a monster of a card in old school.
I mean, it's no Staff of Domination, but it's all right.
Yeah, it gets work done. There's another sphere.
All right.
Wow.
Alfie said, "You know what? I got all the mana. I can pay for anything. So, how do you feel about that? You know, can you get? Oh well.
There you go. I think that's how he feels about it right there.
Yeah. All right, and so we're pitching the Parasitic Strix here, one of the combo engines or combo pieces.
I'm pretty sure he didn't want to have to do that.
No, but having 2 Sphere Resistance out is just a mountain to climb.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. That puts you so far behind.
Oh yeah, Gamer Champ, you know that deck is looking slick.
Yeah. That's all of the foils and then some.
You know, and that's one of the great things about these, webcam paper tournaments. You know, people get to bring their babies, right? They get to show off all of the little, things, all of their own personal touches on their decks, and we really get to see it. And it's always a pleasure to see.
Yeah, I completely agree. This is absolutely the format for the foiled out, the altered, the pride. You really see the pride in every single deck that people play. You know, there's a lot of people that come and proxy, and by all means, please do. I want to play against every single deck I can, but we get to see some beautiful, beautiful decks.
Yeah.
Legacy is definitely a format.
I love these decks too.
Yeah, yeah. This is the format that you play, what you're proud of, what you love. So I think Malfi's counting how much mana he can possibly make here, which is 1 million. And
enough to make a Karn the Great creator, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that ancient tomb is not hurting him right now. Does not really matter, his life total.
Oh yeah,
it's like
especially having the glimmer posts just to offset those sorts of things is wonderful.
Oh, and that's the nice thing about that. Not only does that ramp you, but that also gains you life. I mean, that's awesome.
Right.
There was such a big problem with growth spiral and standard. Can you imagine cloud post and glimmer post?
Oh yeah.
That'll ramp you, gain you life. You don't get to draw the card, but you can do a lot of other broken stuff.
Looks like everybody in chat's getting hyped up for this bingo we got going as well. Everybody, don't forget to check out our bingo boards here and play along.
Right, absolutely. So it looks like he fetched in response, cast Brainstorm in response, and now he's going to force. Or is he not forcing? Oh, so Karn does. He does not cast the force. Okay, so Karn does resolve.
And it looks like Karn's ticking up then.
Yeah, I would assume so. I don't know what he's. Yeah, Karn ticks up. Yep.
Yeah, the Salty Condor. It's actually 12 post versus Aluren here.
Yeah. So you've got your 12 post ramp prison deck versus the Aluren combo, lock you out basically. Win.
Yeah, I mean it's a bit like bug control, right? But it also has this just combo finish, just out of
Right.
nowhere to win.
Yep. Yep.
But in order for Charble to do that, he's going to have to get rid of that lock piece.
Yeah, the sphere is going to ultimately cause him to pay way more mana than what he really wants to. He's no longer efficient.
Certainly. Yeah. Wants to pay more than free, right? All of his creatures being free.
Right. Yeah, there's a pernicious deed that's going to just come down. That's
huge.
That is huge. That has to Malfi needs to get rid of that, otherwise he's gonna lose some pieces here.
Yeah, I mean Malfi's going to be able to keep the Karn around.
Yeah.
But other than that,
if he pops it for 2, that pretty much gets rid of everything except the staff. The staff will stay, right? Staff's a 4-drop. Because Grim Monoliths would fall for that too. Looks like Malfi is going to gain some life off of the staff, and now he's checking his sideboard. So clearly looking for something to come in and get. Staff is a 3. Okay. Thank you for that.
yeah, thanks guys. Chat just being legends as usual. Appreciate you.
All right. So we got Spine of Ishna off of the Karn down tick.
Nice.
And this is a great opportunity to remind everybody again with just what exactly we are. We are an MTG Paper Legacy Discord, and we play Paper Legacy all day, every day.
We also play per every day, so
we
I mean,
do. We play per until from this time when the sun comes up to when it goes down.
Right.
So we are over 1,500 members strong. We are halfway to 1,600 members even. So that's a big thing. Looks like Spine is going to come down, and that is going to get forced. So by pitching a Ponder.
No, I think that's actually Arctic Merfolk that's getting pitched there.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's really hard to tell. They look almost identical.
That's those Merfolk, man. They all look the same.
I thought it was a Ponder.
But I mean, that granted, that's another combo piece, right? So Charble is really just pitching all sorts of combo pieces here to try and stay above water.
Yeah, I apologize. The Lorwyn Ponder, Arctic Merfolk.
Well, let's see what Table's got here.
He has to. I think he has to pop the Pernicious Deed to be able to get from behind here. But the fact that he's pitching his combo pieces just to
being able to pop, right? Yeah, I gotcha. Press says, stop playing basics and fetch one, Charble. Yeah, bingo, man.
Got to win from the bingo. Looks like he plays a swamp and then just passes it over.
Okay, sure. Yeah, not popping the deed this very moment, gives Malfi the opportunity to overextend, I suppose, and then get everything blown up by the deed. So this puts more pressure on Malfi to not play anything else, except
Yeah. So that's not going to hurt him.
Yeah.
That's just basically there's nothing that I don't think that Trouble can do other than permission to get rid of that. He's going to pop the deed here, is he? tapping lots of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is
got
gonna
those lands at the ready.
deed for 6, but does he know that it's not gonna hit Ugin? I hope so. Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna activate the staff in response. Good call.
Yeah.
Uptick Karn and
Let's
this
see.
is gonna be
Hey, and look what we got there. We have a
yeah.
nice fancy pants brainstorm token.
Yeah, and that's one of the things these players could win for winning a weekly challenge, which is something that you can also win. One of the greatest things that the fact that we allow proxies as our prizes for or prize support for events is we send out foil proxies of Brainstorm, and we will soon be having another one come out as well.
Oh yeah, get hyped for that, everybody.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting. And it is a beautiful Brainstorm altar. They're all done by our artist or by an artist named Alba. Her, if you do, is it exclamation Discord or I'm sorry, artist?
It should be, yeah. If we go ahead and just put that in chat.
Yeah. And another thing too, make sure and use the straw poll in chat because that's how we decide who you guys get to see. So you get to pick exactly who you want to see for round 3 also. And that's going to be, is that exclamation mark next round? There you go.
Nice.
There's the link for the straw poll. Everybody should jump in there and vote. That way you get to see exactly what you want. And Charbel's going to play out in Aluren.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if any time to do it, it's certainly now, right?
Yeah. Yep. It's go time.
Yeah,
There's
Char will basically need a win here, or else that Ugin's probably gonna. Well, can the Ugin take care of it? Oh, with the Spine of Ishsaw, right?
yeah. Although Ugin's only got 1 counter on him, and that's little Ugin, so.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, but that Spine of Ishsaw would be able to take care of it. It looks like Charbel just has to go.
Right. Yeah, it's now or never. Gamer Champ said what happened to Wormcoil tokens.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I have some. I love them. There's an Ewit. It's going to come in off the Aluren.
Wow, see that's beautiful tech right there to be able to bring back these anything that was put into the graveyard.
Yeah, the problem is he pitched them with force though, so looks like he's gonna
exile zone.
It looks like he's gonna get a brainstorm. Yeah, he's digging for sure. He just needs the mass amount of cards.
No, Malfi didn't have a worm coil engine before the deed.
Oh, I see what he's saying.
Yeah.
He had a Spine of Ishna. Maybe that's what you saw. And then he got a Staff of Dominion, Sphere of Resistance. Or Dominion Domination, sorry. And it looks like he's going to pass. So the nice thing with Aluren, though, you basically get to cast him whenever. So
that's very true. Instant win. Yeah.
Yeah. Play on your opponent's turn.
Ooh,
And there's the lattice.
Yeah.
So he has to win right now.
Yeah, or else that Karn with lattice is just a straight lock.
Yeah. Plays the stage, taps the City of Traders, cast lattice.
Sign in chat points out that lattice doesn't stop Aluren though.
No, it doesn't. It does not. It does, however, stop his lands though.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got whatever he's got in his hand and whatever he can draw. He plays a Walking Ballista for 2.
Okay, which is awesome because that should be able to interrupt some of the combo pieces.
Yeah, looks like he's going to play an Uro.
Everybody's favorite giant.
Yeah, he does float the mana in response to the lattice, so. Yeah, I don't. That's gonna.
Yeah, that's gotta go away.
Yeah, and I don't think he's got any more. He's only got one card in hand, so.
Prez says least favorite giant. Yeah, love it.
And looks like Ugin's going to exile one of Malfi's cards to create a spirit.
Yeah, really sweet custom spirit token there. That's awesome.
All right. Yeah, you're kind of. Charbel's in a pretty rough spot, I think.
Yeah, this is intense. Okay, looks like we're just passing it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think now is the time where you have to make your opponent have it, basically.
Yeah.
So Charbel may not be able to do much. He still gets to draw cards, and he can still cast through Aluren. But if there's a prison piece that comes down, well, even a prison piece, because he can tap his lands for colorless.
Oh my
No, he
goodness.
can't. Yeah, he
No.
can't.
Also, is that main deck Torpor Orb we're seeing here?
It is.
Oh my goodness. So, for anybody who doesn't know, that's going to stop any sort of activated abilities that are going to trigger when these creatures come into play on Charbel's side or on anybody's side, really.
And there's a Golo, so you see that right there.
Yes.
And looks like Ugin's gonna make another spirit here. That also is going to stop him from being able to put counters on Walking Ballista, isn't it? Because that is an activated ability. So.
And what's going to be stopping that? I'm sorry.
Torpor Orb, doesn't that prevent that?
No, that's only for the triggered abilities that when they come into play.
Oh, it's just triggered. It's not an activated. Okay, so he can still dump a bunch of mana into a Walking Ballista then.
Absolutely, which I'm assuming is going to be the goal here.
Right.
Yes, Malfi. Yeah, as Prez points out, Malfi can use all of his abilities still.
Yeah, it's just your opponent.
All right, and it looks like Malfi's taking on game one then, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just overwhelming for Charbel there to be able to get through all of that.
Right. Sideboard side.
It looks like we're moving over to the sideboards. I'll go ahead and read this out for you if you'd like.
Yeah, go for it.
So over on 12th post side, we have one more Walking Ballista. We have a Liquid Metal Coating, one Torpor Orb, a Basalt Monolith, 3 Dismember, 1 Ensnaring Bridge, 3 Leyline of the Void, 1 Ravenous Trap, 1 more Forsaken Monument, the Microsynth Lattice, and the Spine of Ishsaw. So what do you like bringing in? And once again, we have to take into consideration that this is a Karn the Great creator deck, so a lot of these artifacts may end up staying there.
Yeah, I think a lot of it's going to be Wishboard. I really don't think I care too much about Malfi utilizing his graveyard because I don't care about. I mean, the only thing he's really digging back from that is with Eternal Witness. Granted, there's a lot of tricks you can do with that, but by the time he's doing that, you're way ahead. I think Dismember is honestly just what I would bring in here.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I think Dismember's sick to be able to break up the combo at instant speed, since all of Charbel's combo pieces, for the most part, after the Aluren, are all creatures, right?
Right. So he's got to have them enter the battlefield, have another one enter the battlefield, and then he's got to have a sacrifice. So there is time in between there to Dismember, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and so those Torpor Orbs as well, right? Torpor Orb, being able to just stop all of these ETBs is insane. So I guess then that makes sense. So going over to Charbel's Aluren deck here, we have 2 Surgical Extraction, 2 Veil of Summer, 1 Assassin's Trophy, 1 Containment Priest, 1 Meddling Mage, 1 Scavenging Ooze, 1 Squandered Resources, 1 Back to Basics, 1 Knight of Autumn, 1 Pernicious Deed, 2 Plague Engineer, and a 4th Force of Will.
Well, I think I would definitely bring in the Force of Will here.
Yeah. I agree with that one.
And like chat said, Dismember doesn't really break up the combo because it's at flash or because it gives them flash, but you still have time to respond to certain creatures being there.
Yeah, it just depends on what Charbel has, right?
And
like
how he stacks the triggers.
That's like an additional cost, right? The kicker. So
right. Back to basics, I think absolutely has to come in here.
And what do you think about Squandered Resources here to just go fast?
I like that, but at the same time too, you've got to have it, and then you've got to be able to combo right then and there. Otherwise, you're killing your own resources.
Certainly.
I do like that as a possibility here as well. Because you can tap that land and then sacrifice it also. So you're making a lot of mana. If you're able to Veteran Explorer, ramp yourself, then I could see Squandered Resources being a huge positive because it gives you so much more there.
And so what do you think that they would consider taking out for these cards then? I guess is the other question. That's always the hard one, right?
Yeah, it really is, because a lot of this stuff, do you take out like your Baleful Strixes? Because you don't really, granted you want to draw the card, but you don't really care about having a flying Death Touch creature. Because you have to combo.
Exactly. Yeah, that seems a little less necessary, right?
Right. Recruiter it pretty much has to stay because that allows you to tutor for your combo pieces.
But yeah, Recruiter might just be the best creature in the deck, honestly.
Yeah. But then you need your combo pieces. You need your Parasitic Strix, and you need your Arctic Merfolk looking Ponder type card.
Right.
And Abrupt Decay has to stay because you really need that to slow down the other deck's hate pieces.
Yeah, these spots look really tight. I mean, I guess we'll just have to see what they end up choosing.
Yeah, I think that's
And
really the.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, and again, we are the MTGPL, and my name is Beyond Sadistic, and this is Ivan Lose, and this is our invitational, our quarterly invitational. This is game 2, round. I'm sorry, it was round 2, game 2.
Oh yeah.
Charbel took down game 1, or Malfi took down game 1 with 12 posts. So this is going to be the post board that you're going to see here, and yeah, I really hope Charbel he's keeping 7, so he's going to be on the play.
All right, let's see how this shakes out then, huh?
Yeah, Strix. I agree with chat there that Strix, and there was no Charlotte's Agent in that list, so
no, yeah, Strix seems to be the cut then for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, granted, Strix is nice, but I really don't think I care a whole lot right now about my opponent killing the creatures with Death Touch and that one
being
draw
able
card.
to remove the annoying artifacts to be able to do your combo thing. That's really what's going to be important here, I think.
Right. And it looks like it's going to be just a fetch go and a cloud post go and crack a fetch when we come back to Charbel.
Yeah, once again, not a bad start from Malfi though. Just getting that cloud post out there, get the mana flowing.
Yeah, and that's a big thing. Up. Looks like Prez got a bingo.
Hey! Congratulations, Prez.
Unfortunately, being a moderator, you are disqualified.
Yeah, that was in the fine print, bro. Sorry.
Yeah. It looks like Charbel's gonna do some brainstorming here. Yeah, and please do, if you enjoy Legacy and you want to play some paper Legacy, this is it, man. You get to stay home, you get to stay safe, you get to keep your family safe. You get to play all those cards you love so much. If you don't have cards, you want to get into Legacy, proxy them up. Color prints of printed Magic cards that were printed in paper is all we require. I played against entire proxy decks. I mean, by all means.
Yeah, come out here and win some brainstorm tokens, right? I mean, add
Yeah,
those to the deck, right? It's a good place
yeah.
to start. Obviously we do things through webcam, but if you don't own a webcam, we also have guides on how to have a setup through your cell phone. Uh,
Hmm.
so you can always join us doing that too. You can always just ping us at the mod team, and we're glad to answer any questions you have, folks.
Yeah, and we also have F&M events, Legacy, Pre-Modern, Pre-Innistrad Legacy, old school, EDH, different themes all the time. We had Modern a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, you name it, we got it.
Hmm. We try to focus mainly on Legacy, but a lot of us play other formats also, so you gotta have time to stretch.
Sure. And we
And
do
this,
see this veteran explorer we've been talking about, by the way, over on Charvel's side.
yeah, yep. And there's going to be a back to basics.
Oh, that's killer. That's
Yeah,
really killer.
sorry, Malfi. This might be. And
Ooh,
there's this one of waste.
nice. Malfi knows what's up.
Yeah,
But those cloud posts coming into play tap, that's gonna hurt.
yeah, absolutely. That's a huge hate piece on Charbel's side there.
Granted, they do give each other the bonus since they're all locusts. So I mean,
And they will still gain the life too.
yeah,
But
maybe all you need is one, right? Who knows?
yeah, absolutely. So Veteran Explorer looks like it's going to be a beat stick here for a little bit. I'm assuming we're going to see a Cabal Therapy coming here.
Oh yeah, that'd be
Charbel,
incredible.
yeah, Charbel needs to go. He's got his hate piece. He needs to go now.
Yep.
And
You
there's
do
an
have
E-Wit.
to do with it.
Get his brainstorm back. Makes sense. And he's going to brainstorm. Yeah. And that's another note too in chat. We have players all over the world. We have players in Croatia. We have players in Thailand. We have players in New Zealand. We have players in Canada, in the United States. We have players everywhere. Spain.
Yeah, being able to bring the entire world together, it's incredible. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Looks like Charbel does brainstorm there at end step. Oh, as in response to the sphere. So,
Yeah, because once again, this sphere could be a huge roadblock.
although it may not be, just for the simple fact that you do have a veteran explorer, so that Cabal Therapy is going to cost you a little bit more, but it's also going to ramp you, and it's not going to ramp your opponent because the one of waste is already there.
That's very true.
And he,
All
yeah,
right,
looks like
so went to discard.
bye Ulamog. Get in with the little beaters while you can.
Yeah, plan B ain't so bad, especially when
No.
most of your opponent's lands are completely locked down.
Well, and you got 2 or 3 of them too. It adds up pretty darn quick.
Yeah, and I mean, Sphere of Resistance being symmetrical, right?
Yep. There's a pernicious deed. So,
Yeah, just in case things get out of hand.
right.
Ooh, another bingo, huh?
Nice. Congratulations. And it looks like he's just gonna just untap and go. Draw. Pass. That's not real good on the cloud post side. And he did copy, so he's got 2 wastes. So, and there's your squandered resources.
Yeah, I do like that.
The only
Kind of,
downside here is all of these pieces that he's playing. Well, the veteran explorer and the squandered resources are both in the same spot that the sphere is. So,
true, yeah. Ah, that's really good tech right there to copy the waste. That's awesome.
yeah, I agree.
I do see it, Abrupt Decay. Okay.
Yep. So here's his opportunity now. He doesn't have to use the Pernicious Deed to get rid of the hate piece. But he's in a really Charbel's in a really good spot here, actually, because your
Oh,
opponent's locked down.
certainly. And I mean, even with, however many cards in hand, right? I mean, Charbel does have access to this permission as we spoke of before, so
Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be a quick game, I think. Alfie's already at 6 or at 9 life. Yeah, it looks like he's at 9.
all right. What you got for us here?
Yeah, do you put more to the board, or do you just kind of hang back and wait?
I think it's fine to put more to the board, right? I mean, force Malfi to have an answer to your creatures.
Right. Your opponent is sitting on 4 mana now, or 5 now.
Yeah.
So he can do something at least.
Let's
Looks
see.
like, yeah.
So we have 3 mana here, right?
Yeah. Yep.
2 wastes and a white mana off
Caracas.
Caracas.
That's got to feel pretty terrible being on the 12 post side when you're tapping 3 lands and you're only making 3 mana.
Yep. Welcome to the rest of us, huh?
Yeah, he's gonna scoop it up. That's
right.
probably a good idea.
So we have a 1-1 situation going on here. It's
Mhm.
incredible.
Now, with 12 posts being on the play, do you change your side? And we didn't really get to see a whole lot sideboard wise. Clearly, we have no idea if he brought dismembers in. We have no idea if he brought ley lines in for some reason.
Right. Yeah, I mean, once again, with it being Karn the Great Creator deck, you're going to leave a lot of these things in the sideboard anyway. So,
Right.
I mean, I'd probably leave it as is.
Yeah, if you did bring in removal or you did bring in your ley lines. Although I still, other than the Ewin, I really don't see a purpose for bringing in Graveyard Hate against Aluren.
Yeah, I mean, the Uro, right?
Yeah. But at that point, you're playing 3 post board hate pieces for 2 cards
Right.
that can't be tutored for.
Right. When in fact you should probably just be focusing on your plan A, right? And that's just
Right.
down these prison pieces and locking your opponent out of the game, slamming a
Right.
planeswalker and just winning with it, right?
Yep, absolutely. So I don't, on the Charbel side, did we see any? We saw the squandered resources. Do you keep that in on the draw?
Sure. Like I said, I like it. I like being able to just go a little bit faster if possible.
Yeah, if you're set up and you're able to do so, I do agree with that.
Yeah. Like you said, I mean, obviously it takes a certain amount of circumstances to get there, but hey, when the stars align, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yeah, I think I'd also bring in Assassin's Trophy just as a catch-all answer, especially if your opponent really has not. They only have 1 way to really gain off of that, and they have 1 waste on their deck. So
Right. And, Abrupt Decay isn't always going to do it,
especially with the higher CMC cards in 12 post.
Yeah, the top end of 12 post is way out of range for Abrupt Decay.
Although it does get a lot of. I mean, it gets Ensnaring Bridge, Basalt Monolith, Sphere's Resistance, Sorcerer's Spyglass, Grim. I mean, it hits a lot of pieces too, though.
Absolutely.
But it does not hit the Forsaken Monument. It does not hit a Mystic Forge. It does not hit your Ugins. It does not hit your Golos or an Ulamog. So
right. Yeah, I agree. I think having the Assassin trophies is huge. Yeah.
Yeah, just having just a whole nother piece of removal. So looks like players here are going to draw their cards for the next one. And again, for all of you guys watching, we are the MTGPL. We are a paper legacy Discord that plays over webcam. We're almost 1,600 members strong, and this is our quarterly invitational. So thanks for hanging out with us today. There's a lot going on a Saturday, and you guys have taken the time and you're spent it hanging out with us.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah. So it looks like Malfi does have a pregame effect of a Leyline into the Void.
All right, there we have it.
maybe. Oh, I think they're. Why did he put it back? Probably because Charbel hadn't decided if he was going to mulligan or not.
Yeah, I think we're all just getting ready, trying to get all on the same page here.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't be showing my opponent that before he was going to mulligan, but.
Also, HC Fox in chat points out Decay always hits vet, like Veteran Explorer. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it absolutely does. Being able to abrupt decay your own Veteran Explorer.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah. And there is your
that pregame line. Yep. And
they
they're
both
both
kept 7. This is it. This is for all the marbles. 1-1. Pick your horse. Opening waste. Wow. Your one fetchable land. Or not fetchable, but your one land you can get off of an Assassin's Trophy or a Veteran Explorer.
Or the Veteran Explorer, right.
Which is what comes down on the opposite side.
Yikes. Okay.
As
usual, we're seeing this sphere come down early, and it has to be answered.
Yep. And that sphere has been the MVP of Malfi's whole game here.
Yeah, so classic.
Leyline does
like
stop Cabal, yes.
That's very true. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, Sphere is going to force you to pay more, so yeah, it stops the Veteran Explorer's trigger because when it's a put in the graveyard trigger too. But yeah, it stops the Cabal side of it even as well, or Cabal Therapy coming back. So Leyline does have quite a bit of game here.
Yeah, and Malfi obviously saw the line and said, "Hey, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the deck." Then,
yeah,
good call.
Yeah, and make sure you guys use the straw poll. It's exclamation mark next round in the chat. That way you can vote to see what we're going to see or who's going to be on stream for round 3.
Yeah, next round it'll be myself and Pope Hoffy. So, what would you like us to commentate? That's the question.
And I'll be back on table spotting duty.
Heck yeah.
All of us as moderators do our part to make sure that you guys get the best user experience possible. That's what we're here for.
Oh yeah, folks, thank you very much. Without you, we wouldn't be doing any of this. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And even with viewers, without you guys here to watch us, we would be talking to nobody except for. So thank you to everybody. And for the players, these guys also, congratulations to all of them for making it through all of this for months, building up to this.
Yeah, incredible legacy players we got here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and for you guys that are watching us and not part of the Discord, could you take Malfi down? Exclamation mark Discord in the chat. Gives you a link. Just click it, sign up. You can challenge him yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he'd be down.
Absolutely. Malfi's always up for playing.
Well, practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
Looks like we're getting in with this Veteran Explorer beats again. Let's see if that's...
He needs one more land to be able to cast back to basics, and if that does come down, he does have. Did Vesuva copy waste? I'm assuming it did.
That's what it's looking like.
Yeah.
Which is really heads up play. Yeah, it's super good.
Yep. Oh, I absolutely would too, especially if you know your opponent's going to be playing back to basics. He needs. Oh, comes another post.
Cloud post pass.
Yeah. And he's going to abrupt decay the sphere at end step.
Just what he wanted.
Yep, absolutely. Now, if he does play a back to basics right here, that cloud post ain't going to be on tapping.
That's right.
And then here it is.
It is. Wow.
Yep. Big money.
Right? Good call.
Yep, absolutely. That would be what the kids call a windmill slam. Back to basics.
Yeah. Sign in chat said, "Who's got money on B2B coming down shortly?" I don't know. Are you actually in the room with Charbel? Or are you like you got some inside information we don't have here?
Right.
Looking over his shoulder.
And there's a link to the straw poll. Please do, if you guys want to see, you guys get to vote. You have the power today.
That's
You get to
right.
vote and see what is going to be on stream next.
We have a stone coil serpent here, so
Yep. That can there's a squander of resources. Yeah, with that Stoneforge or Stonecoil Serpent, blocking with Veteran Explorer is no longer advantageous.
right.
So this will be pretty interesting here. Oh, he's going to attack in. No, he's not. Okay, I was going to say he
I
may
think
not want to attack in.
heard you through the pipes.
Right.
Tubes. Charbel having this Miri's Guile out though really does help a lot. Being able to smooth out your draws, being able to look for whatever you want. But we do see Ugin coming down here.
Right. And I do like this Ugin a lot. The uptick on Ugin being able to make creatures or exiling the cards from the top of your library as spirits is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it certainly is.
And then if they once they leave the battlefield, you get the card.
Right.
So, I mean, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's value engine.
Right.
All right, so looking at those top three from Guile, let's see what. Hopefully, Charbel will see something they like.
I love Miri's Guile.
Oh yeah, same here.
Witch House.
We both, I was gonna say we're both big fans of Witch House Enchantress style decks. So yeah, Miri's Guile's huge, man.
Yeah. And it looks like he's going to get to see an extra card there with Ponder. So this gives him the ability to shuffle them too.
Yeah.
Does he
All right. So what do we got here? Do we have a win?
Yeah, he set up his draw there.
And we do see the recruiter of the guard. Okay,
Yep.
so recruiter can go get basically whatever Charbel wants.
Yep, whatever he does not have in his hand. And I'm pretty sure this, if he's set up properly, if he did what Miri's Guile was supposed to do, and if what that Ponder was supposed to do, there's the Arctic Merfolk.
Yep. And so once again, the kicker is on this Arctic Merfolk is to return a creature you control to your hand.
Yep.
So once again, not really something you can even respond to since it's the additional cost.
Right.
And
yeah, your only response if you did have a dismember would have been right then and there. Once recruiter, the ETB trigger is to dismember it.
But it's a little too late for that now. It looks like recruiter's already in hand, so.
Yep. And there's recruiter back on the battlefield. Malfi checking his hand again. There's Cavern Harpy. Arctic Merfolk's going to be going back to hand.
Yeah, and it looks like this is the engine.
Yep,
here.
This is the loop. And then recruiter, and then Cavern Harpy. For all of you guys that wanted to see how you win with Aluren, he gets Baron.
Here you go.
Baron's going to return.
Dr. Leo. That's very true.
Yep. Cavern Harpy is going to enter, and it looks like he bounced Ugin with the Baron.
Nice.
Returns Harpy, Merfolk resolves, kicks Harpy kick. Yeah, for the table spotter. Malfi just concedes here. So that's going to be it. That's Aluren beating
Wow.
12 post, comboed through the ramp prison deck.
Wow. Congratulations to Charble here. Charble is going to be moving on then. And it looks like Alfie is going into the lower bracket.
Yeah, which is still not, remember, this is double elimination, so he's not out of it yet.
Yeah, an incredible, incredible match here, everybody. Thank you so much. And once again, just make sure you check out the straw poll and let us know what you'd like to see next round. And I will be there to commentate. And my buddy Beyond Sadistic down below will be here to table spot. So, just let us know.
Yeah, and thank you again to all of you guys watching. Again, exclamation mark Discord in the chat will get you a link. You could be part of the next Invitational.
That's right.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us.
Yeah, and thank you for hanging out with me, Beyond Sadistic. I'll see you next round, man.
Absolutely. Have a good one.